Oh, welcome. Come in, come in. Don't be shy. I won't bite. I'm so glad to see you. I was worried you wouldn't show up. I know that might seem weird, but we haven't gotten many responses to our ad. Not anywhere near what we were expecting. Anyway, I was so sure that it would attract customers like flies to honey, though. I mean, just say it out loud. Hot Yandere singles in your area. Doesn't that just roll off the tongue so nicely? It's music to the ears. I haven't the slightest clue why we weren't getting many customers. Even many of the ones who actually bothered making appointments with us ended up as no-shows. Maybe it's because we asked for credit card information. That does seem a bit sketchy. Oh well, no point in worrying about that now. We finally got our customer. Just let me lock the door over here, and then we can continue our discussion. Hmm? Oh, yeah. You're not leaving. I mean, you know what a yandere is, right? I once saw one swim in freezing water to chase the boat their ex was on. Isn't that a pretty sight? I'm pretty sure she broke a few records, though. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make here is that yanderes are crazy, absolutely batshit insane. There are a few fries, short of a happy meal, a few ants, short of a picnic, one banana short of a bunch. Sorry, I love those kinds of phrases. But, where was I? Oh, yeah, yanderes are crazy. Listen to me, we host yanderes and we hook them up with people who actually want them, the type of person who would click on a hot yandere singles in your area type of ad. You clicked on it, you gave us your card information, heck, you even gave us your address. Good going there, Einstein. So logically, you must actually want a yandere, which is good news for you because we've got them. But you know what? It's even better news for me because they want you too. And I'm going to give you to them because if I don't, they will murder the ever loving shit out of me and anyone who I ever talk to, which now includes you, I might add. So, yeah, I know I might seem like some sort of evil mastermind here, but believe me, I'm not. I'm just another cog in the machine. The way this works is that I get people who actually want yanderes here. I hook them up with one of those said yanderes. Having more than one is a bad idea, obviously. Knives are bad for lives. Then the happy couple, or maybe they're not happy, what do I care? But that couple backs off to the middle of I don't care where, and I get to keep my insides on the inside. Also, I'm getting paid. But the Yanders are only implicated and non-stabby if they believe that there's a steady stream of Yandere lovers coming, and they'll get their happy end eventually. So you best believe I'm keeping that dream alive because my life depends on it, and also my livelihood. So let me tell you how this is going to go. I'm going to give you some files, some photos, some letters, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to tell you about some of the girls we have here, and you're going to pick one, whether you like it or not. And then after that, she's your problem. Enjoy your happily married life or whatever. Not sure if they settle for marriage, actually. Might be a downgrade compared to whatever type of union they want. Anyway, let's see what we have here. I should start with the ones most likely to murder me. Rose? She's like a 2 on the Yandere scale, 3 at most. What about Veronica? I don't think she ever committed murder, so that means she's a 6 at most. Well, she never committed murder that we know of. How about Samantha? She did leave that knife on my bedside table to warn me to hurry up. But then again, they kind of all do stuff like that, don't they? Maybe I should just roll some dice. Okay, you know what? Forget it. We'll just go alphabetically. Okay, so here's the first girl. There's a description from us, a picture, and a letter. The letter is not very coherent, though, so I don't know how useful it will be. Oh well, at least you can see they have pretty handwriting. Unlike my hideous excuse for handwriting, I'm actually a bit jealous. Ah, look at me being jealous. The Yanderes must be rubbing off on me. Anyway, don't worry. I'll tell you all about her so you don't need the letter. Her name is Audrey. She's actually pretty tame. Hardly hurt anyone. That we can prove. Anyway, maybe we should keep a tighter watch on her just in case. A few more cameras to make sure she only killed as many people as we know and... Ah, listen to me talk. Going on about spy cameras. The girls must be rubbing off on me again. I can't let that happen. There needs to be at least one sane person in this establishment if we're going to be keeping it running. Now, where was I again before the spy cameras? Right. Audrey. She is relatively tame. Only a 2 on the Yandere scale. For reference, the existence of Girl, who is a 10 on the Yandere scale, is a national emergency. Don't tell the government. We have a few of those in the back, by the way. Wouldn't want them to shut this place down, now would we? Or maybe you do want them to shut this place down. But don't forget, we do have your address. Back to Audrey. She's only a light stalker. Wouldn't hurt a fly, unless the fly was a love rival. In which case, she would sadistically pull the legs off that fly's family members one by one in front of its eyes, before Googling which bug spray hurts the most. Flies aren't human though, so that doesn't count as murder. She's still only a 2 on the Yandere scale, but like I was saying about her being a light stalker, well, maybe light isn't the right word. I mean, yes, stalking is light as far as Yanderes go, but she goes all in when it comes to stalking. War paint and everything. She happens to be quite tech savvy, you see. Now, obviously, a skill like that is incredibly handy when you want to stalk someone. Just ask any intelligence agency. I think she actually hacked a spy satellite or 2 for romantic reasons. Don't ask me how hacking a satellite remotely works. I don't know. But to give you an idea of just how good at stalking she is, she saw you before you even saw the photo of her. This room is full of cameras, actually. That painting on the wall? It's got a camera. The bust of my desk? It's got a camera. My coffee mug? It's got a camera. Everything is a camera. That being said, we don't normally grant the girls access to the cameras. That doesn't mean they don't get it, though, because through means beyond my technological incompetence, Audrey has figured out a way to get access to our cameras. So she was watching you this entire time. Wave at the camera for her, why don't you? Well, just wave anywhere. There's bound to be a camera in that direction. Is it a lot to take in? I'm sure it must be. Can I get you anything to help calm you down? Tea, water, maybe coffee? I promise I won't give you a coffee mug with a camera in it. That would be a bit excessive at this point, even for us. No, you don't want anything to drink. Can't blame you there. That's a very good call, after all. I mean, who drinks a drink from a Yandere establishment? There's like a 50% chance of it being drugged, and that's a good day. Moving on, you must have gotten more than a good idea of what Audrey is like, right? Here's the file of the next girl, Beatrice. Sorry about it being scented with perfume, by the way. She got a hold of it and did that. He also wrote a few lines at the bottom of what was supposed to be our description about how she's the best and she's the only one for you, and how those other girls are manipulative and just using you. You know, very standard stuff for a Yandere girl to say. Very front of the mill. She also actually vandalized the files of the other girls, but luckily, we have multiple backups for this very reason. I still kept Beatrice's file here the same though. I just like the scent of the perfume. She's an excellent burglar. She's particularly skilled at breaking and entering. I know it might be weird to phrase such nefarious skill, but you've really just got to see the girl work. She actually stole both the Mona Lisa as well as the Declaration of Independence, all just so she could make herself stand out as a potential girlfriend. Well, she certainly made herself stand out to Interpol, at least. I'm not sure how being so good at breaking and entering and theft is supposed to make you appealing as a girlfriend, but I guess it's her way of saying, you can't run from me, so just accept me. I don't know. You'll have to ask her. I'm sure you'll get the chance when she probably kidnaps you. I mean, you're not that hard to steal. You give away your address like it's candy. No, I'm never, ever going to let that go. Okay, next girl, that would be Catherine. Catherine. Where do I begin? First of all, she's a witch, but she's highly specialized. So she's more of an alchemist to be 100% accurate. And I'm sure you must know how Yandere alchemists are. Almost all of them get into the field just so they can make the fabled love potion so that they can get their chosen romantic partner to be more, well, romantic and love them. But she took it a step further. It's not enough just for her to have a love potion. Oh, no. She has to make sure that she's the only one with a love potion. Because by her logic, if someone else has a love potion, then they can use it on the person she already claimed. And yanderes are nothing if not possessive, especially yandere witches. So the thing is, all love potions have this one very important ingredient in common, and that's a dragon's tongue. No, not the plant, the literal tongue of a dragon. So I'm sure you can see where this is headed. After securing a sufficient amount of dragon's tongue for her own use, she hunted the dragons to extinction. That way, no one could make a love potion except for her. Yeah, sorry. She's the reason you won't be able to get a dragon girlfriend. It was really quite impressive how she managed to hunt them all, though. See, she made this acid out of the blood of, well, it was a lot of different things and people, but let's just say she had to hunt way more than just dragons to achieve her goal. Anyway, that's why she's an 8 on the Yandere scale. Now, any questions? What? I'm sorry. My ears must have been playing tricks on me. Did you just say, give me the most Yandere you've got? You know that the absolute walking natural disaster I just told you about was only an 8 on the Yandere scale. And we've even got 10s in the bag. Are you sure you want this? Are you sure you know what you're doing? You do. That's amazing. I can't believe you like yanderes this much. I'm starting to see why they like you. In fact, I think I'm starting to like you a bit more myself. I'd even go so far as to say, I want you all to myself. What do you say?